What's going on, everybody? New Silver Stacker here, and thank you so much for tuning into a new video. Guys, today we're going to talk about how you can invest in silver. Beautiful silver. There's many ways that you can invest in silver. Many ways, not just owning it physically. We're going to talk about every single way you can own it. So if you're interested in owning silver and you want to learn more about it, this is the video for you. Okay, so first off, what is silver and what is its uses? So it's the perfect investment for anyone because it's affordable and it's somewhat rare. And unlike gold, almost everyone can get their hands on a good chunk of silver. It's good for people wanting to save money, preserve wealth, and invest in long-term plays. It's also a really good way to diversify your investment portfolio with some physical assets. Another reason silver is such a great investment is because it'll always be in demand. It'll always have a use. As you can see, I'm wearing some silver jewelry. So some of the uses are, like I just said, jewelry, coins, electronics, cars, solar panels, and many other things. And the more we move towards the future of the world, the more silver we're starting to need. Yeah. So how can you invest in silver? So the big one, the very big one, and I think is one of the most important. No, it is the most important way you can invest in silver. And I think no matter what no matter how you invest, you should definitely own a little bit of physical at least. So the number one, coins and bullion, and it's the most popular way to invest in silver. Coins and bullion is, and this is perfect for people who want to hold their silver in physical form, which I personally think is the best way to buy silver. Like I just said, you can buy coins and bullion in local coin shops, pawn shops, many places online, eBay, and even Amazon. But to be honest with you, do not buy on Amazon. That's for a separate video, but do not buy on Amazon. I would even steer clear from eBay unless you can get a good deal in an auction, but eBay has some deals sometimes though. But don't buy from Amazon. You're gonna end up paying $45 for a $27 coin. Anyways, so there's lots of places you can buy it. And also, while you're buying it, make sure you check out the place's reviews, ask around about their reputation, make sure they test everything, make sure they're good people. Okay, the next way you can buy is ETFs, aka exchange traded funds. So an ETF is another big way people like to invest in silver but this way with an ETF you do not have to own it. But unlike physical silver, ETFs don't come with a premium. So with ETFs you just pay spot price. With all this silver you see right here, I paid a premium on every single piece. But with ETFs, you don't pay a premium per ounce, but you also don't get to own your silver physically. There's reasons why there's premium on physical silver. Lots of stuff goes into getting it to you. But either way, I would personally rather pay the premium to own it instead of having it be numbers on the screen. And plus, like I said a million times, I own it. I store it. No one else controls my investment, just me. So, okay, next up, mining stocks. Now, I don't know much about mining stocks, only a teeny little bit, but I do know what they are. So, if you want to be in the silver game, but you want to be a little bit more risky, be a little bit more speculative, for a higher chance, or for a chance at like a higher return, then mining stocks might just be for you. I personally don't have an experience investing in these, so do lots of research before buying mining stocks. Like lots of research, but there's plenty of videos on YouTube, plenty of articles online that you can learn from. But basically, with mining stocks, you're investing in the success of a mining company, just like any other stock. So all the companies who mine all this silver that gets stamped and we get to buy, that's who you're investing in. So if a company's doing well, stocks go up. However, if there's a lot of instability politically and economically, you could lose some money. But it's definitely a way to get your feet in the silver game. It's a riskier play, but a chance to make some money. Do your own research on that though. I don't know enough about it to talk about it anymore. Okay, next up, futures contracts. So this is another speculative, risky way to get into the silver game. Much different than owning physical silver. With futures, you are agreeing to a contract to buy or sell silver at a certain price at a future date. This type of investment is extremely risky since the price of silver can fluctuate drastically, but if you believe the price of silver will rise in the future, then this could be a good play to make a profit. I personally believe it is going to rise in the future. Now, I've never done a futures contract just because, like I said, I like to own it physically, but to be honest with you, I'll probably be venturing out. Maybe I'll do some mining stocks. Maybe a future contract might be kind of cool to try, but I don't know. I'm going to have to do more research into it. For now, I'm all about that physical. Okay, so some tips for investing in silver. Here's some tips for you. Number 1, do your research. That is the most important thing. Before investing in anything, you really must do your own research. Remember, this is your hard-earned money you're spending, all right? There are tons of videos on my channel and many other more educated investors and stackers that you can learn from on YouTube. So don't just watch my videos. Watch everyone's videos, okay? I don't know that much. I don't know that much. A lot of people don't know it, and no one knows anything. But the more research you do, the more you'll be able to form opinions. But like I said, not everyone knows what they're talking about, including myself. So just diversify your research and build your knowledge. So also, you should also keep up with the news to see what's going on, because a lot of things in the world can have an impact on silver. A lot of different things. So there's places like Kitco, KITCO.com, where they do silver and gold news, precious metals news, which is a really good site that I know a lot of people use. All right, tip number two, start small. If you are new to investing, it is extremely smart to start small. Now, I know this should be obvious advice, but I know a lot of people, they'll learn about silver one day, buy 100 ounces the next day, which isn't a bad idea. That's great, but you should still do research before you just jump in. Don't just trust what we're saying. Do your research. This will kind of help you, if you start small, this will help you dip your toes in the market and get a better feel for how it works, because every market is different. And once you have some experience, you can start to put more money into one of the chosen methods that I've mentioned at the first of this video. Tip number three, have a long-term outlook. Silver is a long-term game. You must remember that when you buy silver, it'll fluctuate a lot short term. It'll go up, it'll go down, you'll lose money, you'll gain money. When I bought this, it was a lot more expensive than it is now. But I'm not stressing about that whatsoever. You should not stress about that. And the reason why is because long term, it's going up. It's going up. Like I said, there's so many industrial uses. Jewelry, everything. Don't worry about it, That's another reason why you should start small, because if you have like thousands of dollars right away, like if you buy thousands of dollars worth of silver and it goes down $5, you'll be like panicking. You'll probably sell it, and imagine how much money you'll lose. I would recommend holding it for at least a few years. Ideally, you'll hold it for much longer than that, 25 years plus. Some people even plan to hold it for life and then give it on to their kids. So be patient and you'll see your stack or your portfolio grow. So those are the different ways that you can get into silver investing and stacking. Many different ways. Currently at the moment, I am only a physical silver owner. I think physical is the way to go. However, if you decide to go with ETFs, mining stocks, whatever, futures, I would still recommend you get some physical silver, and you'll start to learn more about why physical silver is so important. There's many reasons why it's so important, and many of my videos will talk about that. Don't expect to become a millionaire by buying silver, okay? That's not realistic. It's not realistic whatsoever, and you should not think that. Instead, look at it this way. Invest in silver. If you're buying physical silver or futures or whatever, think of it for the long term. Think, okay, I'm investing in a physical, Sorry guys, had to cut the video. You're investing in something that's very important to the world. It's a precious metal. It's bound to go up eventually. This is a long-term play. Just remember that. You're not going to become a millionaire off this. This isn't Bitcoin. These aren't stocks. I mean, you can get mining stocks, but you know what I mean. Play it for the long term, and I guarantee you'll more than likely be happy. But remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I am new silver stacker. I'm not experienced silver stacker. I just wanted to give you the different ways you can do it. Do your own research on each different way and decide what you want to do. But anyways, guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and leave what you think down below in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think, and other people can read your comment and become more educated. Okay, guys, everyone, have a great day.